Hello, I'm V, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've been around in the art community for long enough, then you've probably heard of a thing called Artfight. Artfight's a popular trading art and for those of you who haven't heard of it, I'll tell you about it right now. Artfight takes place every July, and artists upload their OCs to their Artfight profile, and other people can attack them by drawing one of their OCs. When someone attacks an OC, they earn points for their team, and at the end of the month, the team with the most points wins. This year was my second Artfight, and I was excited to attack a lot of people's OCs, but then I ended up only drawing 6. The week before Artfight started, I started uploading a lot of my OCs because I had made so many new OCs since last year. And then I also chose a team. This year there were 3 teams: mystery, tragedy, and comedy. And I chose comedy because I liked the clown and I wanted to be on the same team as my brother. When Artfight started, I decided to choose a character to draw. And the first character that I chose was Bex by X1star. Bex uses she/they pronouns, is bi, and is 27 years old. Their description says, Bex is an extroverted, cheerful girl. She has tons of friends, and every time she goes out, she expands her social circle even more. So much that when she killed herself, everyone assumed it was for attention, except for her boyfriend Taylor, of course. And the creator said they didn't have a color palette for Bex, so I just chose colors that I thought would fit. Since this was my first attack this year, I was really motivated, and I really like how this attack came out. I didn't do line art for any of the pieces really because I hate doing line art digitally, so I just cleaned up the sketch and called that good. I was going to make sort of like a dreamcore or weirdcore background, but when I saved the drawing so that I could come back to it later, all of my layers got really messed up and all got compressed into one layer, so I couldn't really finish the background without messing up the drawing, but I still like how it looks. The second OC I attacked this year was Winnie by Transfemme Silver. Winnie uses they, she, he pronouns and is a Pokemon trainer OC. They are 20 years old and their gender and sexuality is intersex, gender fluid, and airways. They're 5'5" and quote, bubbly person that likes to bother others. I was a little tired when drawing this, but I still like the end product. I had a hard time with the hair, but this character was super fun to draw. There were a lot of little accessories that I liked drawing, and I forgot to change the color of the line art, but by the time that I remembered, I had already saved it and it messed up my layers again. And I didn't really know what to do for the background, so I just imported a picture from Pinterest that I thought would fit, and I really like how it looked. The third OC I drew was Star Blocks by Solitary Stars, and this was a Roblox OC. I haven't really ever drawn a Roblox OC, and it was really fun to draw. I drew this at 1 a.m., and I was really bored, so I locked in really easily, and I thought the background would be way harder to draw because I've never drawn an explosion before, but it was actually really easy, especially because I had a reference from Pinterest, and I really liked the way that the background turned out. This was probably one of my favorite attacks that I made this year. It was really fun to draw, and I really liked the way that it turned out. The fourth OC that I drew this year was Raylan by EIJIZ Ghost. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I just spelled it. Raylan is gender fluid, bisexual, and a zombie. Their description says, the bullies once again tried to torment Raylan in a way they thought was harmless, but took it way too far. Maybe it was a second change at a better life, or maybe it was a cruel way of punishing him by bringing him back to life, to the world that treated him so unfairly. She was blessed, or cursed, by a god and brought back to life, with some changes and visible scars of his past. I loved Raylan's design and had a super fun time drawing them. I drew them really roughly because I didn't want to push myself to try and make a more detailed piece because I wasn't really in the mood, but I still really like how the drawing ended up. I really like zombie OCs and the characters with cool accessories and hairstyles, so this was an amazing OC to draw. The next OC I drew was one of those draw me a character things, but it was a Pokemon version, so I decided to draw a Pokemon trainer because Pokemon trainer OCs were still on my mind after drawing Winnie. I didn't really want to create a whole new OC, so I decided it would be fun to draw myself as a Pokemon trainer. I drew myself as a Pokemon trainer 1 or 2 years ago, not on Artfight, but I really didn't like the design I came up with, and I liked this design a lot more. Once again, however, I saved the drawing and it put all my layers into one, so I wasn't able to finish it. The sixth and final OC I drew was Emmy by Artsy Emmy. This is Emmy's persona and is super cute and fun to draw. I was originally going to make a draw with me video from the footage, but I never got around to it, and now it's too late because I'm just making the full video anyway. I didn't draw nearly as many OCs as I wanted to, but I'm still happy with all the attacks I managed to make. Also, thank you to everyone who drew my OCs. I love each of them, and it was so amazing to see my Goofy Goobers drawn by so many really cool people. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and sorry that it's kind of late. Also, sorry that some of the attacks didn't have time lapses because I forgot to put on the record thing on Krita because it doesn't automatically turn on. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. I make a lot of videos about my OCs and drawing if you like that kind of stuff. I'm also doing a Q&A once I reach 500 subscribers, so if you have any questions for me to answer, feel free to comment them. Bye! I already finished editing the video, but I don't know what the hell happened to all of the speed paint recording things, because none of them are there anymore and I can't export them from Krita, so I just had to put the blank image. Sorry. Bye.